guys, we are back to do another review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, this was very emotional, most of it. So we'll just go ahead and get into it and talk about it.
We keep it real, expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and sip some tea. Join the KOED family. We're about relationships and review, making it fun just for you. Go and God, let God go with you. It's time for Courtney and Eddie.
I always put God first. What's up, KOED fam? Welcome back to another video of Courtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. This is my lovely wife.
Courtney, also known as Coco.
And this right here is Courtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationships. It's all about reviews. It's all about entertainment. And tonight we're going to be talking about, I forgot to say this. It's all about our opinions. Yes, you have an opinion. We have an opinion. And tonight we're going to be talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville.
So you're brand new to this channel, you hadn't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And hey, make sure that you hit that like to push us up in the algorithm. But some of y'all hit down no matter what we say.
We're gonna push y'all down. We're gonna push y'all down.
But it still help the algorithm because people gonna want to know what's going on.
You like Mary J. Blige. You going down, 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 down.
So, and also, you can head on over to our brand store to purchase what we are wearing today. Now, I want to say this before we get into it. If you already don't know, we found out that it is official that Kimmy did have breast cancer when this was filmed and everything. And so, as you guys may know, that we went to her Bowling for Boobies event or fundraiser that was back in October.
Was it October?
Mm-hmm.
September.
It was back in October, last month. And so I got video footage and all that stuff. So it's on our short. So you may find it in our videos and everything. So you can get a chance to see it.
Yeah, watch it. You know what I'm saying? We took pictures with Kimmy, Maurice, and the Scots, Destiny, Stormy. It was just for a good event. No negativity, okay?
Right.
Just for a good cause, This should go beyond the Scots and the Hopes and all that. This should be for Kimmy.
Yeah, support her.
To support her and her journey going through this, man. Because to me, this is a serious situation, and all that shade and pettiness need to be put to the side.
Yeah. And so I think that their nonprofit is still taking donations. I think you can go into Instagram and go to their website to check that out. But yeah, so we made a donation. So we were not just formally invited, anything like that. We made a donation, and so we were able to go to the event and actually bowl with her mom and dad and everything. And everybody was so nice, and so it was just a nice event and just to support Kimmy.
Yeah.
So make sure y'all check that out.
It was.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So it said, preaching to the liar.
Preaching to the liar.
Who was this
Preaching
supposed to be
to
the
the liar?
Who's supposed to be the liar?
Either male or Destiny. One of them lie. One of them lie. Who lie? Who be lying? Who be lying? So
it's starting off with kind of like a to be continued with Mel saying that, she did speak at Destiny's event. And Destiny was like, well, it must have been so low, I ain't heard you. I didn't hear you, So, of course, they played it back over and over and over and over and over again. So if people didn't know, she did speak. It was very low, but she spoke.
Destiny said it was so low. So loud. Destiny said it was so low, only dogs can hear. Dogs, you got to have good hearing to hear it, Why you don't laugh at my joke?
I do laugh at her.
Why?
Why laugh at her?
Why don't you laugh at her?
I do.
Yeah, why you laughing at her?
Yeah, I know.
You be jacked up.
Yeah, they ain't gonna lie. I'm good.
You don't have to co-sign on it, though.
Well, her cousin jumped in and just began to say the reason why, basically saying that you and Mel went in a good place, and you saying why you come to my event and stuff like that, just trying to.
Basically, the cousin saying, Destiny, you was already on 100, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because if Mel could walked in and said, I cured cancer, you still found the way to snap on her.
She said that?
Oh, I'm just saying, okay. I'm just paraphrasing analogies going on.
Yeah. And Mel said something that, that I totally agree with. She was just saying, why can't we just normalize people just not being like best of friends anymore, buddies, like whatever they used to be. And it's okay. And I totally agree with that. If y'all are not where y'all used to be because it's a lack of trust, because of whatever, but y'all are cordial, y'all, speak, co-workers, whatever, then it's okay. It's okay because people grow up. And sometimes it's just too much, it's almost like a toxic relationship that once was. Y'all decide to part ways, but y'all can be cordial with each other, because if y'all try to get back together, it's still not going to be any trust there.
Yeah, I do agree with Mel with this one also, because everybody in your life sometimes have a chapter in your life, and you move on from that chapter. And with Mel and Destiny's situation, that's what's basically what's going on.
Yeah.
They was friends for a reason. Now they're not friends, but it's okay to be cordial. You don't have to be buddies. You know what I'm saying? That person in that role of friendship is over.
Right.
That chapter is behind y'all now, man. So I agree with Mel. Mel, she dropped some nuggets this time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call spade a spade now. You know what I'm saying? I keep it real. Now, Mel, yeah, I agree with her on that one. People sometimes move on. It's okay.
Stormy said, okay, so we all good or whatever. Good as it's gonna get, Stormy.
Basically,
just let it go.
See, that's the problem. I'm sorry, babe. That's the problem. Some people is trying to force things together that shouldn't be together. You know what I'm saying? Trust, I understand what Storm was trying to do, but some things, like Mel said, just let things be. It's okay to be aight.
Yeah, aight. No, that's right. So Stormy said, excuse me, so she said, listen, I got some gifts for y'all, so y'all know she's gonna come to Canvas.
She's a marketing
Canvas beauty.
She's a marketing genius, boy.
So I got y'all some Canvas beauty, some bags and all hair care products or whatever. So she did that. And so as they was walking back to their car, they showed Mel and Kimmy, and Mel was like, Kimmy, are you okay? I know you was kind of getting choked up. Are you in a good place? Are you okay? And so she said, I appreciate you checking on me. She gave her a hug. And in that moment, I felt like Kimmy was trying to hold back tears.
She was.
When you in that vulnerable, but you're not letting everybody know,
Right.
just a simple hug can make you cry.
Yeah, and I really think Mel was being genuine
yeah.
when she asked her that, because Mel can kind of pick up the energy from Kimmy, because like she said, I'm not used to seeing you cry, because Kimmy always she all puts up this front like she's real strong and whatnot, and she don't break down.
Well, I think she always being the peacemaker,
right,
the strong for everybody.
Right, she holds the whole group together.
Yeah.
She's the centerpiece.
Right.
And so Mel picked up on that something was wrong with Kim, and yeah, I think she was being genuine when she asked her that.
So the next scene, Marceau got a romantic dinner honey for his wife.
I see you, Marceau, kind of cutting up meats and vegetables and fruit, and laid her down there on the carpet, and what the music was? They ain't playing no music, man. Should have
no copyright, child. Anything they try to play.
Oh, yeah, oh, okay.
Oh yeah, like you don't hardly ever see people playing music because they gonna have to give credit to somebody. Now if they played it or something,
I could have contacted me. I could have came in there and sung for y'all.
And then the Sandman would have came out there. At the beach and just came and just so anyway, so he got the charcuterie board. So
I thought, I'm not elegant like that. I said a charcuterie board. I thought, they playing chess or something. I didn't know what that was.
How many times they didn't talk about charcuterie on here?
Why they don't say a wooden board for food? I don't say that.
They got these fancy names. I ain't never known they call the cheese tray, meat and cheese tray.
Yeah.
Meat and cheese. That's a long time ago.
Wood board for food. That's all they got to call it.
Okay, my coworker, she was like, "Have you ever heard of charcuterie?" I was like, yeah. And so she's like, oh my gosh, I've never heard of charcuterie. So I was like, it's a fancy new name, child, that they got for meat and cheese tray. That's
all it is. Meat and cheese tray on the board.
A little fruit. So yeah.
Come on, man.
It's cute, like though. It's new to us. Let me say this, because it could have been out there, but it's new to us.
Yeah, y'all calling janitors waste management technicians. Come on, man. These names.
Environmental specialists. That's what they're called. Environmental
No,
specialists.
waste management technician. That's what they call them.
Well, I thought they called them
Hey,
environmental.
they got different names.
Yeah, they do. So anyway, he called Tisha down, and he said that he wants to be a better dude. So he wants to give her what she wants. So yeah, what you think about that?
Yeah, like he said, which makes to me a lot of sense. I might not see nothing wrong, but if you're voicing saying something's wrong, I got to take that in consideration and try to fix the problem. Like I said, I don't see nothing wrong. I'm not even thinking nothing wrong in the relationship. But you come to me, baby, this and this and that, and you think something wrong, I gotta try to fix that.
Right.
Keep you happy.
Right.
And that's what Marceau was saying. And sometimes, man, we do have to listen to our wives and women because, man, we think we're on cloud nine. We think it's all to the good.
I think that sometimes men feel like, okay, I'm paying the bills, I'm taking out on a date night here and there, whatever, then that's enough. That's all a woman wants. But it got to be a little bit more to it, as far as even intimacy is not just sex.
Right.
Intimacy is doing the things that are intimate.
See, that's the thing. See, men, we don't think like women.
Right.
So we're gonna think all we gotta do is do manly things. The manly things meaning like pay the bill, make sure you're taking care of the roof over your head, bring your groceries in, making the money. And most of us, a lot of us, we think that's sufficient.
Right.
But we don't look at what you really need when it comes to the emotional side of the relationship.
Right.
We overlook that a lot of times. We don't understand why you need to be caressed. We don't understand why you need to be romanced. But if those are things you crave, that's what we need to do to serve, to make sure we do the right thing to keep you happy and satisfied.
All right.
So, yeah, I'm guilty of it myself.
Yeah, my husband actually just did something very, very, very surprising, but very romantic Friday night. So yeah.
Yeah, like I said,
I'm a little bit out of his comfort zone.
Yeah, I think it's for a lot of men, it's out of their comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we think about, okay, we do this and do that, boom. And when it comes to intimacy, sex, and boom, we ain't got to try to warm you up. We ain't got to try to make you, ready, because we're ready. We think you should be ready. Right. You know what I'm saying? But it don't work that way.
Yeah.
It don't.
Most women, it starts if they want that intimate part. Now, it ain't back at 6, but if you want that intimate part to lead up to that, then you definitely have to make love to a woman's mental before anything else.
And a lot of us guys, we don't realize that. Now, some of the guys are, yeah, man, I know that, man. Yeah, I always do that with my woman. Make love to her mind before we make love. And you could be right. But some of us guys, we are slow learners. You know what I'm saying? It takes us a minute to get it.
Right.
And now, some of us, we finally do get it. I got it. So well, bottom line is this. I understand what Marceau was saying. And I do like the way he's trying to handle and correct that mistake. I won't call it a mistake. I'll say he's trying to correct that oversight he made with Tisha.
Yeah. So anyway, so they talk about the retreat. I was like, what they retreat about 4 or 5 episodes ago? I don't know, honey. That makes it seem like that.
I think it was like the first episode of the season.
Evidently, honey, they didn't got like they put this in here. They just threw it in here because evidently they probably did this shortly after the retreat. But anyway, folks, so we're finna go back to the retreat, try to remember what happened. So they talking about this, and basically Marceau said, he felt that Dr. Francis was a little hard on Lou. And he feel that Dr. Francis is biased toward me. And I said, well, just hurt the man brain. Why don't you?
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
I hate to say it. I do agree with Marceau on this. I can kind of see why he feels the way he feels about Dr. Francis, because I was basically thinking the same thing. So he do come down harder on the men than he does with the women. He really does. Maybe he does it because he is a man and he know what a man should be doing for his wife.
Right.
Maybe that's the reason why he do it the way he does it. But yeah, I'm with Marceau. I said, he do really come hard. He really do come down hard on the men. And but
Tisha said, well, he was coming for Tiffany too. He was
but
not like that.
He did come, even though Tiffany was making the mistake. he still went after the Lou.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Marcel was like, if I'm gonna do this therapy thing, we gotta find a person that I can be more relatable to, and a person that is not perfect or doesn't seem perfect, because nobody's perfect when it comes to this therapy stuff.
Marriage period.
Right. So in the next part of that conversation, he was talking about, teacher saying, well, listen, we got this period party, basically what it is for the oldest daughter, and just saying how things have changed, and now girls need to be more educated on why they have a period, how does it come about, and not to be so afraid of it. Child, I sure wish they had this when I was growing up, honey, because let me tell you what my grandmama said. She said, okay, now you got your period. This means that now you can have sex and you can get pregnant. Don't do it. That's basically it. I was like, what? I wasn't even having sex. Like, what? Not now that I can have sex. You saying now you can get pregnant. So it was like, can you explain to me why I'm having this? And my mama didn't even tell me that I was having it, and I wasn't educated before. So when I started the bleeding, I was screaming like, "What's going on? Nobody told me this." So yeah, I'm glad they now have this information for young girls, and people are being proactive to teach their young girls about it, because if not, you're going to get some crazy answers from parents that don't want to tell their children exactly what it is and what does it mean and why we have it. Baby, I don't know why you act like that. You got a girl. Did you have to tell her any of this?
Man, heck to the no. Yeah, I don't think a man should. I don't know anything about that stuff. Shoot.
All she do is say, damn, crampy real big.
Go to the pharmacy to get some medication.
And then when she was saying this, he shut the door. Oh shit, I'm just gonna leave her alone.
Yeah. I don't know what y'all be going through when y'all going through that stage of the month. I don't know, y'all like manifesting to something I don't understand, man. Yeah. Because y'all turn some kind of creature sometime, man. Be snappy, moody. And I was like, God, I ain't saying that. All I did was breathe. You snapping on me? So, man.
So Marcel was like, listen, I just want you to be around. I don't want to deal with that. That's your department. I don't want to be there and stuff. So she was like, you have girls. You need to educate just in case anything happened to me. He said, if anything happened to me, I'm going to hurry up and get married real quick. Somebody else can deal with that.
That's right. Find you another wife, man. I don't care. You got to get a mail order wife, man. Find somebody that can deal with that, man. God. I didn't like changing diapers, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like it. No, man. Especially with a little girl, I felt uncomfortable, man. No. Then you got boo-boo all in your hand trying to wipe the little baby, and the little baby laugh at you got boo-boo in your hand. Then you tempt to wipe the boo-boo on his face. He laugh at me. This is your boo-boo. Why you boo-booing so much? How can a little small thing like that boo-boo so much? How?
The same reason. So she said, well, if anything happened to you, I'm gonna take the insurance money, honey. I'm gonna be straight living my best life. He said, all right, you don't need to be 40 years old out here thotting and stuff like that. Them streets are already saying, they already come up with a whole bunch of stuff about us.
Actually, 40 years old and thotting, it's not that old. I have seen thots in their 60s. You know what I'm saying?
What is it?
They be around. They be hanging around in churches.
So in the next scene, you got Kimmy and Maurice. They are driving to her appointment to do the biopsy to see if, the lumps are cancerous and everything. And so, Kimmy, even in this moment, you can tell that she's just trying not to break down and cry. Kimmy said that, her mind just like 90 to nothing. She even put on the wrong shoes. She put on shoes that she walked the dog with. So, she just, mind just all over the place. And hey, I understand.
I can see that, man. Golly, man, that's a lot. That's a whole, man, that's a lot on your mind right there. You probably got all kinds of thoughts running through your head, God, you gotta be a strong person to deal with it.
When you get stuff like that, the weight is probably the worst.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. One of the worst. You know what I'm saying? The weight. Just knowing, not knowing, that's a weight on anything.
Just imagine if you had bad anxiety on top of this, man. You probably don't know what to do with yourself, man. Uh, hey man, like I said, man, cancer sucks, man. Cancer
Yeah.
sucks, man. It really does, man.
Uh,
Yeah. Go ahead.
Kimmy said that she is a firm believer that Jesus takes care of her, for a reason. And just to kind of tell you what these shirts were originally about, Romans 8:28, that kind of goes with the scripture, what Kimmy was saying, that all things work together for the good of those who love God, to those that are called according to his purpose. And these is something, my personal testimony on the things that I went through, and I probably shared it before, just mentally going through a lot in stages in my life. And I hung on to this scripture, Romans 8:28, because I believe God's word that said everything that's happening to me is happening for my good. It doesn't feel good, but it's happening some kind of way for my good. Now, I can't say I know that going through cancer is not, good, you know what I'm saying? But prayerfully that, Kimmy finds a resource, and a good resource to, bring this out, to be a light for others. And I see that she's doing that, so you have to turn what the devil meant for evil. God will turn that thing to work together for your good. So, hopefully she has gotten the, treatments and everything, and we're getting to see a lot of that on the show, which is positive, because you never know who's battling that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. God, he puts you through some things that that you, at the time you're going through them, that you try to figure out, why me? Why is this happening to me? What did I do to deserve all this? And you ask a lot of questions, and you question yourself, and you question everything around you. So, but God do things and put you through things so you can learn, make you stronger. You come out of it as as a better person. Because I've been through a lot. You know, I've been through a lot, that, I'm trying to figure out, why this happened to me. Why do I deserve all this anguish? And so, yeah, you just, but after I went through it and I came out a better person, I met my wife. Now I know what not to do to, to go through that again. So yeah, God do put you through some things to make you a better person. So, and the reason I'm saying is that, yeah, I know Kim is going through a lot, and he's probably using her for a bigger purpose that she don't realize right now.
True
Okay,
that.
and so, I like she said herself, if this journey of hers can help just one person, that's a lot, and just, my prayers go out to her and Maurice, and their family.
Yeah.
And going through something like this is real tough. It really is. And I just wish them nothing but the best.
Yeah.
And so yeah, but
At least we get to see some of her journey, on the show. And glad that she opened it up, because somebody watching this show is going through that. They could have just found it out, or they're in the process of going through chemo and stuff like that. Again, I have a close friend that's been through that. And so, it's not an easy journey. And when the person on the other end, I a lot of times I don't have the words to encourage them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I have prayer, but I don't have a lot of words.
And that's what I was about to say. When you have several people going through the same thing, and they know each other, it's easier for them, because
support.
Yeah, it's a support system, and they can support one another. Because if you're going through it by yourself and you isolated, people you talk to, they can't relate to it, you feel isolated. It makes the situation more dire,
Mm-hmm.
But if you're going through it with a group of people, and they're your support system, it makes it. I'm not saying it is a better. Like I said, I understand you're still going through it, but it makes it easier to go through it.
Right.
Okay.
Actually, my cousin went through it, and so she actually wrote a book about it. And so
For real?
Yeah,
Okay.
I told you that. Yeah, so she wrote a book, not just about that, but just about her faith and the struggles and stuff like that. And so when they came down for my uncle's funeral, she came and gave myself a book and my friend one. So yeah, I'm gonna read through it and everything. But if you know somebody that's going through it, man, keep them in prayer and definitely keep them check on them.
Yeah. Check on, make sure. Yeah, most definitely.
So let's see. Now we're going to this. You have these big things, and then you go back to this.
What we're going to now?
Male and Destiny. But
Well, it's a good thing.
yeah,
It's a
not
good
bad.
thing. It's a good thing.
So Destiny is at her photo shoot, and Mia stopped by, and Destiny said, because Mia kept saying, "Girl, you look good in the yellow. Go ahead and do your thing or whatever." She said, "I don't look like Big Bird did."
The male said, "Well, I look like Big Wolf. So a reunion. She looked like Big Bird. She had the yellow on.
I don't think that was a reunion. I think that was like a confessional or something like that.
She had all the yellow on.
I don't know why they say
Big Bird.
Right, just
because you gotta understand. Back in the day, Big Bird was big, the yellow, the fellas and everything.
But still,
so if you're a tall woman with a yellow dress on, with
fellas, if you're short, they'll still say that.
Well, you're not Big Bird, you just Little Bird. You know what I'm saying?
So Mel said, "Nah, girl, you don't look like Big Bird." So they playing together and stuff like that. So she was just Mel trying to show her how to pose in her photo shoot. Anyway,
and she said, "Yeah, you trying to show your big booty out, your big booty off?" And
Mel said, "What?
It ain't my booty, it's the pants." I'm saying, what do you mean? How can the pants make your booty look big?
They do now.
They can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a woman. For her. Well, yeah, certain pants can make a woman's butt, not the ones that designed for that, but yeah, certain pants you can wear can accent your behind a little bit more, whatever.
All right. So, news to me. I didn't know
true. That. So anyway, so they sit down and they have a conversation, but they talk about Destiny's new song, and Mel said that when your song was on or whatever. I guess it was on the radio. Maybe Mel was just playing it. She was, somebody videotaped her in her
the G-Wagon.
Yeah, singing it and stuff like that. And I can say for me, I really thought that moment was genuine.
I thought the whole scene between them two was genuine. And when they were joking and playing and laughing, I'm saying, what happened, y'all? This is what I like to see. Sisters supporting one another, sisters having fun, sisters building up one another. That's what I like to see. And I'm saying, man, what happened? But it was refreshing to see them in a good spot. Even though they're not friends, which is still sad in my opinion, but they was in a good spot and they was cordial with one another.
Yeah.
And it's just like, man, I hate that. I really hate to see that happen, just dissolved the way it dissolved.
Yeah, Mel said that, girl, I did the video and I actually was going to send it or post it or whatever, but the Madonna situation happened and it was like, oh, that's it, so, she didn't feel right doing any of that. And so, but I thought they was out before the Madonna thing took place because this was like, girl, we hadn't spoken since, was it when they sat down together or no, Galentine?
Galentine, yeah.
Yeah, so basically, they sit there and discuss.
Actually, I think they was out before Galentine. That's when I think either Mel went to Destiny's house. It's when Mel found out Destiny was divorced, and she didn't tell Mel.
Nah, it was when the reunion when she found out Tisha was friends, and she was like, "You with my ops," and blah blah. That's basically when the friendship. Okay. To me, I think it's because she friends with Tisha. So anyway, so they talk about why their friendship was on the outs and stuff, and Destiny said, "I had to find out from." You want to talk about that?
Oh yeah, she said she found out through social media and through I guess somebody she's supposed to be working with, and the person said, she asked Destiny, what's going on between you and Mel? And Destiny said, what you mean? Yeah, something going on between y'all. Y'all need to handle that situation. I can't do business with you until y'all get that squash. Cause I guess things was going on social media that person didn't want to get in the middle of. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's business. You don't want to ruin your brand over some mess. Mm-hmm. So the business person stepped away from it, and I think that's when Destiny texted Mel and said, "Are we good?" Something like that, and she said Mel never texted her back.
Yeah. And so Mel was like, Girl, let's get past that. So Mel didn't want to say whether she said that or not. And sometimes, let's be honest, sometimes you could be venting to a person. Well, we don't fool with each other because yada yada yada. And she probably wasn't expecting that lady to go back and say, hey,
right.
this I don't want to be a part of that, whatever. So now she got what they call it? Yolk on her face. She got stuff on her face now because Mel did say that.
Well, here's the thing.
Probably did say that. I don't know if she said it. I would say probably did.
Here's the thing with this whole situation between Mel and Destiny. Apologize. Both of y'all apologize to one another and get past this. Stop being so prideful that you're not willing to apologize. I felt like if Mel said, well, I'm sorry, the misunderstanding, you know what I'm saying? I didn't mean to go to her and talk to her. And Justin probably come back and say, you know what? All right, I accept your apology. I apologize for being, mean towards you. You know what I'm saying? And squash it and move on.
Yep.
But they so prideful they don't want to. They don't want to apologize.
Yeah. Mel said, let's get past that. She didn't come here to go to do the back and forth. Mel said, if we, Mel said it's good that we can be, in each other's spaces with no drama.
Yeah, that's good and all, but man, I thought y'all had a solid friendship. Mm-hmm. Then they pray, because Justin asked Mel, "You love me, don't you?"
She said, "Girl, you love me, though." That's some stuff I do.
Yeah, and they played back all the memories they had together.
It helps to break the ice.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about that? And I'm saying, seeing him watching all the flashbacks between Mel and Destiny and all the good times they had. I'm just saying, y'all look like some good. Look like a good sisterhood, and y'all let some mess get in between that. Mess, high school mess, middle school mess. I'm just saying, come on, man. Y'all had to me. I thought they had a good friendship, in my opinion.
Mel said, "Yeah, girl, I love you." That pretty much, we had a. I think that was it. She said, Mel said, I miss our friendship, but of course they in a different place, in a different space, and this is still with the odds. So friendship ain't gonna happen, girl. Because if you, I don't really know. I know, but don't really understand how they became Tisha and Mel became enemies. But I know. But if you hanging with somebody that I don't like, then I ain't gonna be confiding in you as no friends. It's gonna be surface.
Oh yeah, and trust me, I get that. But I'm like you. It goes back to why Mel and Tisha not friends. What's going on between? We know why, but to me, it's still kind of To me, just like, come on, man, I need to get over that. So
Destin said that girl, I felt like we had a bond, because a trauma bond, in a sense. Because
actually, that's exactly what it was. That's what I was about to say. It was a trauma bond.
So, because we both went through a divorce at the same time, kind of went through a divorce together, and then me and you went through a divorce. As far as our friendship. So, she said, "Girl, we rocked together." So anyway, but they ended with a hug, not a hug. They ended with a smile.
Yeah.
So the next is the period party. Get back in the camera. So you got Black-owned business women, OBGYN, nutritionist, and the young lady, I think her name was Shanisha, something like that.
Which one?
The one that was talking.
Oh.
And she was just saying, I think that's her business, and just explaining that it's good for young women to be educated, young girls to be educated about their cycle, about their period. So Letitia made it a girls thing, so no guys, because so the girls can freely ask their questions and everything. So the nutritionist explained about the fast food, child. She said, I bought this when I bought that girl said 1985. Lord, who was born that girl? No, 1985, and that probably seemed like 1922 to her.
You know what? Speaking of that, I saw something on social media. It said that child said you were born in the 1990s or the 1900s. And when you say you were born in the 1900s, it makes you sound so old. But yeah, actually, we were born in the 1900s, 1970s, 1980s, 1900s. But now these kids, they're born in 2000.
At 2000, it'd be 22 years old.
Right.
I was like,
And somebody 22 years old, what? You were born in 1900? Ooh. You Medusa.
Golly. And so she was explaining basically that the fast food did not mold, and she had the little glass thing or whatever, and she was just saying, when you're on your cycle, you have to eat right. You cannot eat fast food and all this stuff. It's gonna make you cramp more. I knew caffeine do, and caffeine and all that stuff. Just educating them, and those are things that young girls need to know. So let's see. So also some twin girls spoke, and they have a business. It's a Women in Training. I think that's the name of it. And so these young girls are around the girls' ages that were there. So anyway, all of that was good. So Maurice came in and kind of interrupt and called Tisha to the side or outside, said, hey, she's like, Maurice came on, this guy's on. I'm trying to see, is Marceau, is he okay? What's going on? Why he here? And so Maurice and when Tisha come outside, Kim is right there. She was like, oh, Kim, are you here? So she said, yeah, I know I couldn't make it. I got some bad news and something to tell you, but I, came to drop off this for Macy. And it's a little furry pouch, to be able to put her, Kotex in them and everything or whatever. So she did you want to say something?
Go ahead.
So Kimmy said, I got some bad news. She said, I found out I got a lump in my breast, and she said it is cancerous. And Tisha just like, oh my gosh, Kimmy, no. So, did you want to say something, babe? So, in the confessional, Kimmy said, June 22nd, which was this summer, 2022, it came back that she has cancer stage 2 and it's pretty aggressive, but they did find it in time,
Yeah, she said the prognosis looks pretty good since they called it early. But yeah, it still sucks, man. Tisha cried, Kimmy cried. I think Maurice cried a little bit.
Yeah, it's
Coco
rough.
cried.
Yeah.
So it's rough, man. Like I said, me personally, I don't know anybody in my family with breast cancer, or whoever had breast cancer. So I don't know. I don't know how it's feel for them.
Yeah. If you're dealing with it, I definitely would like to know. You know what I'm saying? If you're dealing with it, and shoot me an email and let me know. Because I definitely want to lift you up in prayer, and if you just found out or anything like that. So yeah, Tisha was just saying, Kimmy, she said, listen, girl, I'm just gonna pop by your house if you need anything. I know you ain't gonna call me because you don't roll like that, but I'm just gonna pop up, check on you, and just to see how you are, because you're gonna need all the support you can get. So she said, but girl, you're on the top of your game. Cancer can't stop you. So and it kind of went off like that.
Yeah. It was kind of a somber episode. You had the Kimmy situation with her, with her cancer. You had, and also the episode was kind of like, kind of positive, because with Mel and Destiny, have their little, interaction. So, actually to me, I thought it was a pretty good episode.
Right.
Period party, I'm a guy, so I don't know anything about that, you know what I'm saying? So, now, if someone say, ooh, some of y'all guys act like y'all be on your periods because y'all get moody. I don't know. That could be true. That could be the case.
You need to take some Midol. So on that note, you guys, that's all we got. Drop down in the comments and let us know what y'all thought about it. Yeah. Yep. That's it.
All right.
On that note, you're going to go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
I was put God first.
Deuces.
Hey!